Hi, it's Kishk. I'm the one that's responsible for creating all the content that your child works through in the course, whether it be the curriculums or training the staff, and I appreciate you taking the time. And I want to quickly walk you through what they've been working on for the past few months so that you can really be involved. So since January, they've been coming in and taking full-length diagnostics. They're going to take a total of 4 of them. These are 3-hour grueling tests where your child's coming in on Sunday on their own volition and taking this examination, and then when they finish taking the exam, they get back this score report, which gives them an unparalleled level of clarity into how they did and how they can improve. The first thing that you're going to want to look at is, okay, well, what they get? The gray line shows that. It has a total score of a 1200. The previous score was a 1200. The time before was a 1020. The students already increased 180 points, a tremendous increase. But it's looking for more. Let's get into more details. The score of 1200 is made out of 2 subscores, reading and writing and math. The reading and writing are both out of 800s. You got a 590 and a 610. The reading and writing score is made up of 2 even smaller scores, the reading and writing score. Reading is a section for 65 minutes. They read through 5 stories and answer questions. You got a 31 out of 40. And writing is grammar, 28 out of 40. If you add these 2 up, you get a 59. That's the 590. The math's the 610. Now, if you just look at those subscores, historically, this student does better on reading than on writing, on grammar, so he needs even more work on grammar, and I would think he's probably capable of it. That's where he should direct his attention. It looks like he went down since last time in reading, and you could see that he did, but he went up in math. Now, a couple of things. When you see a child's score went down, the first instinct is, oh my God, I'm getting worse, this isn't helping. There's a certain amount of variability that's inherent in the exam. And for that very reason, they let you super score. What that means is, look at this student. He did better on reading last time, better on math this time. Which score should he send in? They're both 1200s. Well, what they'll actually do is take the 610 from this test, take the 650 from last test, and give him a total of a 1260. So his score did go up. This is the variability that's natural, that's come to expect, and this is exactly how we could continue to push our score upwards. So that's something that you'd want to look at, and you'd see that you had made progress, and we're making great progress. Now let's get into the individual sections. In each section, your child is having issues with particular question types. So we built out this, and this, it took us hours, and we have a test company that we work with, and we break down all of the question types, categorize them, and we're able to give your child insights into exactly where he could continue to improve. The first passage on reading is called prose. This student was 7 for 10 on that passage. The second one is called social science, 9 for 11. Then science 1, 8 for 10. Science 2, 9 for 11. And the dual passage, 7 for 10. Right off the bat, you could see I did worse on the dual passage and on the prose passage. Those are the 2 passages I should go delve into and figure out how I could do better. A couple of other very important tags, the 1 of 2 tag and the 2 of 2 tag, are tags that show how we did on this question type. It comes up 20 out of the 52 questions. Your child knows what that is. The student did pretty well on them. Word and context, when you use a word in a certain situation and they ask, how is this word used? That's another example of something that is easy to correct, and right here they could look at the ones that they got wrong, go back, get into it, and this is something that they're doing, whether it be in their private lessons, in their group lessons, and anyone in the group lesson has an option of scheduling a free 30-minute private tutoring session every single week. Make sure your child's taking advantage of that. Not all of them are, but a lot of those sessions have been booked, and we've been even adding more teachers. And in our lessons, our teachers get reports of each class, what every student chose on each question, the percentages that the class got right of each different question type, and that's something that they could delve into. That's reading. Let's get into grammar. Grammar will be something that you could follow a little bit easier even. Comma, verses. This is a good tag. He was 2 for 5. That, should I use a comma, semicolon, colon, period? Get in depth there. He struggled there. Those are the questions he got wrong. Confusing words. That's like it's versus its, those classic tricky little words. 1 for 3, that's easily correctable. You got to go back, jump in, and check out those 2 he got wrong. Relevant information's a hot tag. He actually did great on it. It's 9 for 10. That shows if he's been reading with comprehension. Transitional words and sentences. When do I use however, therefore, if, but? And he actually performed very poorly there relative to his general performance. You could go back and check those out. Again, this is what they do in their lessons. Also here you have the levels. He's doing, not so well on the level 2s. So some of those are easy questions, and that's another area that he could look to improve. In terms of math, each topic's broken down. He's very strong at graph reading that jumps off the page. System of equations he's strong at. Word problems are something that it looks like he could work on. FOIL, this is basic foiling. You should check this out. Maybe it seems like he has trouble foiling, so this is something that you could really work on. And this is what we do. We clean it up so seamlessly. It's an incredible process. And then you got on the back end some graphs. His math's consistently been rising. His totals are rising in general, and that's the general trend. Again, we're going to take 4 or 5 of these tests. I think that the level of insight that these score reports give is unparalleled. So we're really obviously very excited about that. I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate your commitment towards your child doing well. Please reach out to me if you need absolutely anything. I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'm happy to have your child in the course. Have a great day.